Hey grown-ups, Yodo is having a massive Black Friday sale. Right now, you can get 30% off Yodo Player and Yodo Mini bundles. If you've ever been thinking, maybe we should get the kids one of these, now is the time. 30% off. The Yodo Player is what our kids use every day to listen to audiobooks, songs, stories, all kinds of things. Kinda reminds me of my old Walkman, just a million times cooler. And when you head to sillystoriesforkids.com/Yodo, you'll not only be able to grab the Black Friday deal, but you'll also be helping us make more silly, fun, crazy content for you and your kids. And we have some exciting news. Yodo has supplied an extra 500 cards for the US and the UK, landing in early December. So more stock is on the way. And don't worry, Canadian and Australian friends, we're ordering cards for you as well. Plus, next year, we're hoping to bring our Times Tables album and more long-format stories to the Yodo platform. So grab a Yodo Player or Yodo Mini bundle while they're 30% off, and you'll be ready for all the fun that's coming your way. All right, we better get into a story. One day, a little boy named Miles was in his car on the way to kinder. His mum was driving and he was in the back seat. They were listening to music and singing along together, when all of a sudden, Miles noticed something out of his window. Mum? Yes, Miles? There's a pirate ship outside of our window? Don't be silly, Miles, said his mum. There can't be a pirate ship out your window. But there is, said Miles, as he pointed out his window. His mum looked across, and sure enough, there was a giant pirate ship right next to their car. Screamed his mum. Where did that come from? I don't know, said Miles, but look, there's a pirate up there and he's waving. His mum opened the window to see what was going on. When she opened it, the pirate began to speak. Ahoy there! Be you the mum of Miles? Yes, said Miles' mum. Can you open his window? Okay, she said, and she wound down Miles' window. Miles looked out and waved at the pirate. Hi, he said. Hello, Miles. My name be Captain Peggy Pants, and I have a very exciting adventure. Would you like to join me? Really, said Miles. Really, said Pirate Peggy Pants, because he was very, very excited to have Miles on his boat. Is that all right with you, Mum of Miles? Miles' mum turned to the pirate. Okay, she said. Hooray, said Miles. How do I get up onto the pirate ship? I will throw ye a rope, he said. And Pirate Peggy Pants threw a rope straight in Miles' window. The trouble was, the rope wasn't actually attached to anything, so the whole thing just went inside the car. How does this work? Said Miles. I can't climb up it, it's not tied to your ship. I knew I'd be forgetting something. Hang on, let me try again. Pirate Peggy Pants grabbed another rope, and this time he made sure to tie it to the pirate ship first. Then he threw it straight through the window of the car. Miles grabbed onto the rope and started to climb out. I'll see you later, Mum, he said. Bye, she said. Aha! Said Pirate Peggy Pants as Miles climbed aboard. It be time to set sail. All right, here we go. But Pirate Peggy Pants, your pirate ship is on the road. How are we going to sail? My pirate ship doesn't just sail on water, it can sail in the air as well. All right, hoist the mainsails, he yelled, and pirates came out of everywhere and started operating all the different things on the ship. Yes, Captain, we be getting it. That be good. All right, I best be taking the helm. Do you know what the helm is? Said Pirate Peggy Pants. I do, said Miles. That's the giant steering wheel on a pirate ship. Aha, we have a clever one. Clever, clever, said a bird as it flew down and landed on Peggy Pants' shoulder. Whoa, that's cool, said Miles. Where did that come from? Said Peggy Pants. He waved the bird off his shoulder and it took to the air. Is that not your bird? Said Miles. No, that's not my bird. Get off me, he yelled again as he waved the bird into the air. Well, where did it come from? Come from, said the bird. What is it talking about? Said Pirate Peggy Pants. I don't know, said Miles. Hang on. Miles put his hand out and the bird landed on his hand. Lost, said the bird. I think it's lost, said Miles. Well, if it be lost, we best be helping it find its way home. Where is your home, bird? Lost, it said. Oh dear, said Miles. We don't know where its home is. And it doesn't seem to be able to tell us.
Ha, well, there be a way to find out where a bird be coming from. It's an old sailing trick that we use to help us navigate and find new shores.
Really, said Miles.
Not really, but maybe. Let's try,
Yelled Pirate Peggy Pants. As he laughed and chuckled, the men on the pirate ship all cheered.
Huzzah!
They were very excited. Well, how are we going to do it, said Miles.
Let's put the bird on the helm and see where it goes.
I'm not sure that that's a good idea, said Miles.
It be the best idea we have,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. As he lifted the bird off Miles and put it on his own shoulder, he walked over towards the helm.
All right, birdie, here you go. Take the helm.
He lifted it off and placed it on the helm of the ship. When it got there, the bird started to run, and as it ran, the helm started to turn.
Ahoy! We be going this way,
yelled Pirate Peggy Pants.
Huzzah!
Yelled all the other pirates. Huzzah! Yelled Miles. He was starting to get quite excited as well. The ship took off and started flying off into the air. It was very exciting. Then the bird started to straighten up the ship.
It must be this way,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. It must be, said Miles.
This way,
said the bird. It was an exciting little adventure, and the pirate ship started heading off. As Miles was sitting on the deck, he wondered, Hey, Peggy Pants, what do you normally do while you're sailing and you're waiting to get where you get to?
We play pirate games,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. What a pirate game, said Miles.
Come see.
As Pirate Peggy Pants walked down to the deck, he called out to the other pirates,
Okay, boys, it's time for some games. Who's in? Huzzah!
They all yelled as they jumped from different directions and swung down on ropes and all landed on the deck. Then, when they landed on the deck, Pirate Peggy Pants stood in front of them all.
All right, the first game that we be playing is Choppy Chop Chop.
What's Choppy Chop Chop? Said Miles.
We all use our swords and we try and chop things on the deck. But our swords are a little bit different. Hang on, do you have a sword?
Said Pirate Peggy Pants. I don't have a sword, said Miles.
Well, we best be getting you a sword. Geoffrey, get this man a sword.
Just then, a funny-looking pirate stumbled onto the deck. He ran over to one of the big barrels that was sitting there and pulled one out. He gave it to Miles. Miles looked at it. Pirate Peggy Pants?
Yes, Miles,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. This sword is wobbly.
That be the fun.
The fun, said Miles.
Yes, when we're playing chop chop with wobbly swords, it looks very silly. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, chop chop!
Yelled Pirate Peggy Pants, and all the pirates started swinging their wobbly swords all over the pirate ship. They'd try and bang them into the mast and smack them on the deck and even try and hit the barrels, but because the swords were so wobbly, it didn't actually do any damage. The thing that it did do, though, was make some very funny noises.
Blong, bling! Bling, blong, blang, blong, bling, blong, blong, bling, blong, blong, bling, blong, blong.
Miles thought this was hilarious. I'm going to have a turn, he said. I'm going to try and chop. Actually, I don't know. What should I chop?
You should chop my legs,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. What? Said Miles.
Yes, see, both my legs be made of wood. If you try and chop them with your sword, it might make a funny noise.
Are you sure? Said Miles.
Of course, go for it.
So Miles swung his wobbly sword towards Pirate Peggy Pants' legs. When it bumped into his first leg,
bring! Oh, that was a good one. Try the other one,
he said. So Miles swung the sword around the other side, and when he hit Pirate Peggy Pants' other leg,
what was that?
Said Pirate Peggy Pants. I don't know, said Miles, but it was funny.
Home,
said the bird. They raced over to the side of the pirate ship to see where they were. Bird, said Miles.
Yes?
That's my home.
Aren't we? Your home,
said the bird.
No,
said Pirate Peggy Pants.
We're meant to be going to your home, bird.
Don't have home.
Don't have home. You don't have a home?
No, lost.
Well, there only be one solution for that.
Said the bird. What's the solution? Said Miles.
Well, every good pirate needs a pirate bird. Birdie, would you like to be my bird and come with me on my pirate ship?
Said the bird, with a very excited look on its face.
Huzzah! Huzzah! See? He be a pirate bird already.
That is fantastic, said Miles. Well, what are we going to do now, then?
Well, there's another game we like to play.
What's the other game?
It's called Cannonballs of Chaos!
Cannonballs of Chaos, said Miles. That sounds like fun.
Huzzah!
Yelled all the pirates on the pirate ship. Huzzah! Huzzah! Said the bird. How do we play Cannonballs of Chaos? Said Miles.
Well,
Pirate Peggy Pants said.
First we need to load the cannons. Go grab the cannonballs, boys!
So all the pirates started racing around the ship, picking up funny-looking cannonballs. Those look a little bit different, said Miles.
Yes, they are different. Grab one, load it up, put it in,
said Pirate Peggy Pants. Okay, said Miles. So he picked up one of the cannonballs. It wasn't as heavy as he thought, and it's actually pretty bouncy, he said.
Ha-ha, yes, it is bouncy,
said Pirate Peggy Pants.
Pop it in the cannon.
So Miles loaded up the cannon.
Are you ready? All right, boys, take aim,
he yelled. So everybody took aim with their cannons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Yelled Pirate Peggy Pants. And with that, all the pirates fired their cannons. It was hilarious. There were cannonballs bouncing all over the place, everywhere, on the pirate ship, off the pirate ship, over the houses that were underneath them, off the front of cars, into parks and into playgrounds. It was so funny. Miles watched and they laughed and laughed and laughed.
Cannonball Chaos has been created! Huzzah!
Yelled Pirate Peggy Pants. The men all cheered as well.
Okay, Miles, we best be getting you off to Kinder. We don't want you to be late.
Oh, yeah, said Miles. We better get going. So, Pirate Peggy Pants started to guide the ship back towards Miles's Kinder.
Hey, Miles, would you like a turn at steering?
He said. Yes, please, said Miles.
Huzzah! All right, take the helm,
he said. So Miles took the helm and steered his pirate ship all the way to his Kinder. When they arrived, they stopped the pirate ship directly over the Kinder.
Okay, Miles, I'll drop a rope and you can slide down.
Thanks, said Miles. I've had a lot of fun. Fun, said the bird.
And you, my friend, I look forward to taking you on all my new adventures.
Adventure! Thanks, said Miles, and he started to slide down the rope. As he landed, his teacher was waiting out the front. Miles, you came on a pirate ship. That looks amazing.
Cannonball Chaos!
They heard from above them. What's Cannonball Chaos? Said his teacher. Well, said Miles, I don't think you'd believe me even if I told you, but we better get inside. And that is the end of the story.
This episode has been brought to you by Pirate Peggy Pants' Bouncy Cannonballs, the bounciest, most fun cannonballs in the whole entire world. So exciting I might even make a song about them. Ho-ho, good idea. We hope you've been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Make sure to leave a review wherever you find your podcasts and share it with every single one of your friends. This has been me, Pirate Peggy Pants.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon. Silly Stories for Kids is only possible thanks to the support of our listeners. If you want to help us make more stories, music, books, live shows, and so much more, head over to sillystoriesforkids.com and join the family.